So the question that's bugged me since the beginning of this course is, how do I bring technology into the classroom without it becoming a distraction? See, my hope is to be an English teacher, and I hope to be a teacher who is intelligent, open-minded, and captivating. Captivating because why wouldn't I want my students to be interested in what I'm saying? The problem is, I don't want my students to get distracted by technology, because I know that there will be a point where a student will be on their computer while I'm trying to teach, and I'll ask them to put it away, and they'll say something smart like, "I'm just looking at the homework." And then, I'll think that's bullshit, but of course I can't say that, because then I get in trouble for swearing, and then I look like the bad guy, even though I'm just trying to do my job. And, why would anyone want to look like the bad guy? So, what do? If I'm being honest, I have no idea. I don't exactly want to use technology, but if I don't, then I'll get in trouble with administration, and then of course my bosses and the people who sign my paychecks, and then my coworkers will probably not like me or think I'm weird. So what I really need to do is find a balance, hopefully. So how do I get there? It seems to be the $1,000,000 question. If I want to be an English teacher, the normal thing to do is assign papers that need to be written on a computer and articles that need to be read off a screen. But I don't want to do that because I always thought that was annoying and difficult to read. But there's something I need to remember. Even though I don't like it, there might be a few students who find it helpful and even simpler to have readings on a computer. So what do I do then? I have to consider that maybe this isn't really about what I want. It's not supposed to be about me. It's about the students. So let's look at some proof to help me figure out what to do. In a study in 2001 on multitasking by Joshua Rubinstein, David Meyer, and Jeffrey Evans, they found that people who multitask took longer to finish the two tasks than if they would have just focused on one at a time. And so they attributed the amount of extra time it took to complete the two tasks to loss of time from switching between the two tasks. In another 2006 study by Karen Ford, Barbara Knowlton, and Russell Poldrick, they found that participants without distractions were able to correctly learn information presented to them and apply it flexibly to new situations. However, participants who had distractions being multiple tasks, were not able to correctly learn information or apply it flexibly to new contexts, but they were still able to learn factual information. So why does it matter if they could still learn facts? Well, according to Jean Piaget, a behaviorist, there are 4 stages of a child's cognitive development: sensory motor, pre-operational, concrete operational, and formal operational. The first 3 stages have to deal with information that is concrete, factual, and applied to children from birth to age 12. The 4th deals with abstract concepts and new ideas, and develops in early adolescence or adulthood. With only having the ability to learn factual information, it's almost as if we're still 12. In another 2010 study by Laura Bowman, Laura Levine, Bradley Wade, and Michael Gendron, they examined the impact of instant messaging while reading. This study found that students took longer to read when messaging than those who read without messaging. And so according to these studies, technology seems kinda, But then I tried something else. I surveyed a number of teachers from my previous school, Hartford Union High School. Of the teachers in the survey, 100% of them reported that personal electronic devices became a distraction at least a couple times a week, meaning some reported it being more often. And of those teachers, 50% of them said school-issued laptops were a distraction. But of the teachers surveyed, 83% of them reported that students seemed to benefit overall from having their own laptops anyway. So, what does that mean? For me, it means that even though technology can sometimes be a distraction, it seems to help students work more efficiently and reliably. So maybe when that kid tries to lie to me about why he's on his laptop, I'll remember that I went on my phone and laptop in class when I was a student too, and I'll